Hi, I'm Marty Delakian from IAV International Audio Visual, and I'm here today to talk to you about portable sound systems. Remember, it's very important that your message is heard clearly, so here's some guidelines for you to follow. The size of the sound system is determined by the size of the group and the layout of the room. So what do I mean by that? Well, the different styles of the room is theater style, which are rows of chairs, dinner style, which are round tables for seating, and classroom style, which are rows of narrow tables. So for, as a rule, 100 people sitting dinner style will need a much larger sound system than 100 people sitting theater style. So for starters, let's show you a one-speaker sound system that we have set up here. We refer to this as a powered speaker system. Why? Well, it has a built-in amplifier as well as a built-in mixer, so it's totally self-contained. And it's usually good for groups of up to about 100 people, theater style. And for a larger group, you would add a second speaker as we have set up here. Of course, the speakers would be proportioned to the size of the room. The larger the crowd, you could add multiple speakers as you go along. As long as the speakers that you're adding are what we call powered speakers, not passive. And you need to make sure that you have the right cables that are going to run between the speakers. Referring to your input levels, well, you may have some music to be played. Then we need a CD player, an iPod, or maybe another MP3 type player. And if you're using speech, then of course you're going to need some microphones. And if you have multiple input sources, you may need to have an additional mixer. This way it will allow you to control the levels easily. So let me explain the different types of microphones. You have wired microphones. We start with a handheld that's usually put at a podium, a boundary mic that you could put at a conference table to pick up a group of people, or a choir mic, which is usually a condenser mic to pick up a choral group. And if you wish, you could set up wireless microphones. Once again, a handheld could be used for multiple presenters to be passed back and forth, or maybe you would have a Q&A, questions and answers, for after the event. Or you could have a lavalier wireless, which I'm wearing right now, or a headset wireless, which are usually used by aerobic instructors or musicians. Now that we have the basics covered, let's go over some tips to remember. Always make sure that your volume is down when you're powering up your system. You raise your volume slowly as the input sources come in. To avoid feedbacks, always make sure that your speakers are set up in front of your microphones, especially wireless microphones. And if you have a multi-channel wireless mic system, you may have to change the frequencies in case you're having some outside interference. And always make sure you have fresh batteries when you start your presentation. And when turning your equipment on or off, remember the rule: amps on last, amps off first. Well, I hope these tips and guidelines were able to help you understand about portable sound systems a little bit better. So listen, you have a good presentation, and if you ever have any questions, don't hesitate to call IAV because we're always here to help you. And for more mad tips, visit our channel at IAVNJ. Take care and see you soon.